Okay, friends, we all know that social media is the best way to market our businesses. But is anyone else exhausted by all of the rules around how to show up perfectly? Well, lucky for you, my friend Harley Jordan is your go to coach for breaking down the rules and crafting an aligned personal brand on social media. Her live 8-week coaching program, Do Less Club, will take you through the actionable, individualized steps to build a natural money making business on Instagram while calling out any limiting beliefs that are standing in your way. We ain't got time for that. And you know how much I stand behind this. So if you are a seasoned creator wishing you had the feedback and support to press the fast forward button on your social media progress, the Do Less Club is now open. Head to the show notes for more information and use the code HYPE for 10% off. Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Hello, 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 Empowered fam. Welcome back. This is episode 3 in the series all about energetic protection and practices and boundaries and all the good things that we all need. If you have not listened to the last couple episodes, make sure you go back. They all connect and make sense when listened to together. The last episode was all about the importance of setting energetic boundaries with our family and how to do that, and a little bit with our partners as well. And in today's episode, we are going to focus mainly on energetic boundaries and protection and the importance of it when dealing with your friends or the acquaintances you keep, your coworkers, whatever it may be. We're going to dive into this and really the scientific reason of it as well, not just so much the energetic reason. And I'm going to try my best to keep this episode short. I know I have said that time and time again, but I am actually heading to Denver. My flight leaves at 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm so excited because I will be speaking on a business panel all about successful women entrepreneurs. And it is the largest convention in Denver, and it's massive, and this is huge for me, and I'm excited. I'm honestly not that nervous, not yet anyhow, which makes me really excited because that means I'm truly stepping into the identity of being a speaker and sharing my gift and shining my light. So I'm so excited. I will obviously keep you all up to date. Check out my Instagram. I'm sure I'll be sharing like all this stuff, but I still have to pack. I don't know about you guys, but I am a last minute packer. I have all sorts of things that I have to do before our sitter, AKA my mom, gets here to watch Christopher while we are gone. So all the things. So let's dive into today's episode. Okay. So talking about energetic protection and boundaries with the people that we spend our time with. It is so, so, so important. Like we have our friends and we love them, right? But they play far more of a role than we could ever realize and comprehend. Hopefully until now, like hopefully what I share with you will really make it click, because I'll be honest, I've heard this. We've all heard this, right? Especially in the energetic community, especially in the personal development community. Like when I was actively doing Arbonne, that was like a big thing, was like, who are the 5 people you surround yourself with? And I always believed it and it always sat with me. But now I know the actual scientific reason why, and truly how important this is, and how our surrounding environment and the people that the company that we keep, how much it imprints on us. And so now I truly will be I already was mindful of this, but now I'm taking it one step further. I feel like the people that I hang around with have very similar mentalities as far as they're good people. They live successful lives all in their own right, whether they're entrepreneurs or while they are just committed mothers or while they are, have really amazing careers, whatever it is. And the one thing I have found that tends to be the downfall of the friend group is like the drama, like talking about other people. Like, did you see what so-and-so is up to? Have you heard what so-and-so said? Like, have you seen what so-and-so? And like, I've really tried my best to separate myself from that because I don't like negativity. I don't like drama. I don't like talking about other people. But now we are going to dive into why it is so important that we stop this nonsense and are mindful about the company we keep. So there is this fancy thing called mirror neurons within our brains. This is scientifically proven and it's really broken down. You can totally like YouTube this to get like the actual breakdown of it all. I'm going to do my best with it. But essentially what happens is our brain creates mirror neurons based on our environment in the sense of who we surround ourselves with. So the friends and the company that you keep, their emotions, their beliefs, their patterns, their behavior, all of it, our brain is tracking all of that and creates neurons within your brain to literally mirror this. So it starts to act the same way. Have you ever noticed when you hang around, like I do this a lot with my husband, Russ, when you spend a lot of time with someone and then all of a sudden you start using the same words without even thinking, you just start to talk alike, you start to have the same mannerisms. It's because of these there's mirror neurons. And so if you are surrounding yourself with people who are successful and intelligent and kind and loving and peaceful and forgiving and have similar beliefs as yours, or at least similar beliefs in what you desire out of life, then that's amazing because you're just instilling this deeper into your subconscious for your body and your mind to act that way, to act as if the person and the reality that you desire to embody, right? Whereas this works completely on the other side as well. It could work against you if you're surrounded by people who are negative, who are talking about everyone else, who are Debbie Downers, who believe they can't be successful, who have poor relationships with money, who have poor relationships with self or others. If they, are mean to other people, whatever it is, whether you consciously choose to embody this or act like this, your body is, your mind is. So you want to be extra, extra, extra careful about who you're spending your time around. If you're not just friends, maybe your coworkers, if they're super negative, if they're super just not good people to be around. If you don't like their work ethic, if you don't desire to be like them, then you're going to want to instill energetic boundaries and separate yourself from them as best as you can. Or, hey, this could be the perfect motivation to leave that job that you hate. I remember my very last time that I had a job in corporate America, I left because my boss was so negative. He wasn't mean to me. He was actually very kind to me. He was just so negative. Like I remember coming in, and it was just the two of us in a small cubicle, and all day long he was negative. And I remember it was like physically making me ill. I am so glad that I got out. That was the catalyst of me leaving. So like maybe this is the catalyst for you leaving. These mirror neurons actually double down in the sense of, like, this is the science behind it. When you're in those situations and when you're experiencing the people around you's emotions, behaviors, ideology, whatever it may be, your brain, even if you're not actively partaking in it, even if you're not actively like feeding into the loop or, conversing back about this or anything like that, just doing nothing, by being in that environment, your brain is creating and activating these mirror neurons. And what lights up in the brain in these studies, like when you're watching someone do something, the same parts of the brain light up as if you were actively doing the same thing. So for example, let's say there was the actual like YouTube clip that I watched about this was how they did studies on people where they were watching someone move their like pointer finger and thumb. So we'll just like pretend like a crab, like clicking it up and down, right? So we'll use that for an example. They were watching someone do it and not actively doing it, doing nothing, just sitting there and watching. And then they recreated the study where they did the exact same thing. And when they looked back at the brain patterns, the same exact places in the brain lit up, whether they were doing it or whether they weren't doing it. So this is also why visualization works when you're manifesting, which we're not going to dive into today, but like this is why it's proven. Like your brain is going to do it if you are visualizing it, if you're seeing it, your brain's actively taking it as if it's truth, as if it's reality, whether you're whether it's actually happening or not. So you can use this to better your life, better your reality, better your situation. This can hurt and harm you. This is why it is so, 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 so important to look at the relationships in your life, the friendships, the coworkers, the mentors, the acquaintances, anyone you keep company with. I highly encourage you to look at who are the top 5, like circling back to that top 5 thing. Who are the top 5 people in your life? Are they hurting you or harming you? Because truly they are filling you up, which is affecting the reality that you're experiencing and witnessing unfold before your eyes. So if you don't like what your life looks like, this is a really important and key way in how you can shift this. And remind yourself that these things are meant to help you and they can be done in phases. Like I'm not saying cut everyone off immediately and like send yourself into a spiraling panic, because that's not good for your energy either, but it's all about awareness. That's the reason why I'm sharing these things. And to double down on this a little more, this is the last thing that I'm going to say, adding into the fact that your subconscious takes everything personally. Your subconscious is wired to be self-fulfilling, to be self-idolizing, to be like your subconscious, which is 95% of your brain capacity, your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind affects 95% of your brain. So that is what's deciding your world. Only 5% is that conscious awareness. And we think we're pretty aware of a lot of stuff, right? But truly we're not. And so what happens is your subconscious, which rules your mind and rules your reality, is taking all of these things in as if it's happening to you. So when you're around people who are like, I hope they lose that job. How did they get that raise? How did they get that much money? How did they get that partner? I hope they break up. I hope they cheat on her. I hope that whatever, right? When you have negative things to say about someone else, your brain is truly and genuinely computing that as, oh, I wished these things upon myself. Okay, let's make it happen. Whether it's through self-sabotage or whatever, you're programming yourself to make the things that you say to yourself happen in your reality. Scary, right? But also empowering. So instead, start being mindful about the ways that you are harming yourself, leaking your energy through yourself, your self-beliefs, your environments, and the people that you hang out with, and instead use this to fuel your success. This is why self-talk is so important. This is why our environment is so important. This is why the people we surround ourselves with is so important. So use everything I shared with you today to take a mindful moment right now. Take a mindful moment. Normally I say don't do this while you're driving. You can literally do this while you're driving. Take a mindful moment to look at who am I surrounding myself with and what is the self-talk? What is the environment? Because it's either going to harm you, hurt you, or it's going to help you. Okay, quick plug. Again, if you are loving these tools, tips, and ways to protect yourself energetically, please look in the show notes and you will get 10% off on my new energetic protection and practices course. It's for empaths. It's for anyone who is holding space. If you're a caretaker, if you're a leader, if you're a coach, if you're a teacher, if you're a doctor, all the things. It is literally for everyone. We are all energetic beings. If you want actual practical hands-on tools, tips, and practices to learn how to have energetic boundaries and protect your energy and clear your energetic field so you are fully standing in your own power, then you're going to want to grab my course. And again, grab the 10% discount code in the show notes. Pretty sure the code is Share the Love. And I hope you all have an amazing day, an amazing week. And I will see you next week on the Empowered with Deanna Merlino podcast. If you have not as yet left a 5-star review and a raving written review on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen, it would mean the absolute world to me if you would do so. It only helps me out so much and helps grow this show. And you're actively helping heal the world and others by letting them get this empowering content as well. So share the love. I love you all so much. I'll see you all next week. Take care. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to find out more, you can follow me on Instagram at Empowered with Deanna and my personal page, Fit Deanna Lolita. You can also visit me on my website, which is deannamerlinofit.com. Make sure that whatever platform you guys are listening on, please rate and subscribe. And this means so much to me. It's going to help get me out there to help so many other people. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey of wellness and self-empowerment. I cannot promise that it will always be easy, but I do know that it will always be worth it. Stick with me, and together, let's start living as the version of us that we were meant to be. Because the world is waiting for your gifts, and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.